Welcome to God's Nudging, where we dig deeper into current events from a biblical perspective. Today, we're diving into the latest media storm around Sean Diddy Combs and Jennifer Lopez. There's been a lot of buzz about Diddy's legal troubles and J-Lo's alleged involvement and the curious timing of it all. But the real question is, why? Why now? And what bigger issues are we ignoring while we focus on another celebrity rabbit hole? Well, in this video, we'll explore how this distraction might be intentionally pulling our attention away from serious issues like the migrant crises, migrants actually overtaking America, and inflation. We'll examine this through scriptural lenses to understand how these distractions affect our spiritual walk with Christ. Let's start with why you're here. Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah, he's been arrested. That's old news now. And the media is still having a field day. But one of the shocking elements of this case is the resurfacing of an infamous 1999 nightclub shooting involving Diddy and, J-Lo. Reports allege that J-Lo may have played a larger role than we knew. But the streets, they've always talked. They've always known of J-Lo's alleged, quote-unquote, complicity to the crime.
50 Cent just roped Jennifer Lopez into Diddy's case, accusing her of allegedly having freak-offs with minors at Diddy's parties, and he brought some solid proof to back up his words. You all know that 50 Cent does not play when it comes to taking Diddy down, and this time he is also coming for Diddy's associates, including J-Lo. For a long time, we thought that J-Lo's only involvement with Diddy was that 1995 shooting that set up Shine to take the fall, but it looks like she may have continued to take part in Diddy's shenanigans long after they broke up. And get this, 50 Cent is also claiming that Ben Affleck knew about it. This is why he chose to leave J-Lo before everything came crashing down. But what exactly did Ben know about J-Lo's activities? And was Diddy really blackmailing J-Lo with the footage of her and the young boys? Well, let 50 Cent tell it, he has all the answers. And y'all won't believe the things he has to say. Now, if there's one person that we all know has had a history with Diddy, it's J-Lo. She and Diddy dated in the late 90s, and there have been many speculations about how she was Diddy's right-hand woman and knew more than she was letting on. It was kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde situation. She was definitely the Bonnie to his Clyde, if you know what I mean. But for some reason, the true nature of the extent of her relationship with Diddy has always been kept securely under wraps. Sure, we knew that she and Diddy dated, but the streets have always talked about how there was more to the story than we knew, and how she's always had something to hide, especially with that 1999 shooting. So picture this, Diddy and J-Lo were out at a club in Times Square, celebrating the soon-to-drop album of Shine, Diddy's 21-year-old protege, who was still pretty new to the game, just like J-Lo at the time. But when they were leaving the club, Diddy, with his champagne bottle in his hand, accidentally bumped into a guy named Matthew Allen, better known as Scar in the streets.
Now, there are whispers about a possible perjury charge for Lopez. Allegations say that she lied about her knowledge of the incident, throwing rapper Shine under the bus to protect Diddy. It's not just tabloid drama for Jenny from the block. It's criminal activity that could be severe and have severe consequences if proven true. And let's not forget the ongoing divorce saga between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Could Ben have been tipped off by the feds or Homeland Security about J-Lo's involvement in Diddy's criminal case? Could this be the real reason behind their split? Suge Knight even speculated that Affleck was shown FBI tapes of J-Lo's alleged involvement, causing their marriage to fall apart. But the timing of their departure is more than just celebrity gossip. It raises questions about what the public is being fed and why. Could there be media manipulation to distract from the real issues that impact our lives? With the focus on celebrity scandals, many of us are still paying attention to the migrant crises. Migrants are receiving free housing, food, and thousands a month in taxpayer-funded payments. Now, while the homeless epidemic soars and seniors being forced out of retirement, the media continues hand-feeding us the fallout of celebrities from grace. The media's continued celebrity obsession turns a blind eye to more pressing issues that demand our attention. We've got inflation crippling families across the country. We've got grocery prices, gas and housing. Everything is through the roof. I mean, who can afford to live? And yet we're glued to celebrity news. On top of that, the world is in turmoil. We've got raging wars across multiple regions. We've got global unrest that's threatening everyone's future. But you wouldn't know that by looking at your news feed. Which brings me to a more important question. Why are we so easily distracted? It's easy to get sucked into the endless rabbit hole of celebrity gossip. I'll admit, I got caught up too. I literally watched one video after another, until I realized an hour had passed. As Christians, we must remember what's truly important. In Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 through 16, Paul reminds us to be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Now, these distractions pull our attention away from God's purpose for our lives. During these end times, we need constant reminders to use our time wisely, focusing on what truly matters, and that's our relationship and our walk with the Most High God. So, what's the takeaway? The Diddy distraction might seem like harmless entertainment, but in reality, it's pulling our focus away from critical national and global issues. And more importantly, it's pulling us away from God, our walk with God. In these chaotic times, we must guard our minds and our hearts from distractions and focus primarily on what matters most. If you found this video helpful, thank you in advance for liking and subscribing to the content. But let's continue this conversation. If you could, leave a comment below and share your thoughts on the matter. Stay grounded, stay blessed, and put God first above everything. Thanks for watching.